This is our case presentation for a memory disorder for the movie 50 First Dates by Caroline DeBow and Rosa Zapta. A little bit about Lucy Whitmore, our character. Lucy Whitmore in the movie 50 First Dates is a very sweet and caring girl. She only sees the good in people. One year, on her father's birthday, Lucy gets into a car crash. The crash caused great head injury to Lucy, affecting her short-term memory, called anterograde amnesia. Lucy can remember every detail leading up to the crash, but absolutely nothing after that day. Being that she got into this accident on her father's birthday, and with her condition, she believes every morning when she wakes up it's her dad's birthday. One day she meets a man named Henry who'd fall head over heels for her, not knowing her mental condition. Yet when he finds out, he still tries his best every single day to impress her, since she can't remember who he is as soon as she wakes up the next day. Anterograde amnesia. Giving a little bit of background on anterograde amnesia, what is it? Anterograde amnesia is a type of memory loss where the individual cannot form or restore new memories. In this film, Lucy was in a car crash, causing her to be unable to form new memories after that day. Henry impacted Lucy's life and the diagnosis in a positive way by making certain accommodations for her, like filming the days so she could rewatch them the next morning. These certain things most individuals don't normally have to do for their significant other or a friend. Lucy never went to a therapist in the film, but if she did, we feel that our diagnosis would be the same as a therapist regarding the non-medical treatments that Henry does for her. With Lucy's situation being her disorder was purely caused from an accident, this disorder can happen in all cultures and to anyone who endures the same situation and events as Lucy. Some evidence that we've gathered of Lucy's amnesia. With Lucy's condition being a type of short-term memory loss, two examples she displays during the movie consist of Lucy not being able to restore or retain new memories after a night's sleep, ever since her car accident, and confusion with time and dates. We see this because Lucy wakes up every morning not being able to remember that she met Henry when they had just gone on a date the day before. Also, since the car crash was on her father's birthday, she wakes up thinking every day that it is still his birthday, when in reality it has been days and months after the event. One symptom Lucy does not display is the disability to remember conversations or events minutes after they happen. We know this and see this because in the movie, Lucy is able to remember the entire day before she wakes up the next morning, forgetful of what had happened the day before. Our opinion on treatment. In the movie, Lucy receives little treatment from Henry. When Henry finds out that Lucy has anterograde amnesia, he starts recording all of their moments on film, along with pictures and explanations of her car crash, since she is unable to remember and recall what had happened to her in the first place, causing her to be unable to remember days. He leaves the tape of the day right next to her when she goes to sleep, with a note telling her that in the morning, watch the tape so she can recall what had happened to her and what events occurred in the previous day. In our proposed treatment plan, we would advise for Lucy to journal every day so that she can have her own recollection of memories from journaling herself instead of from someone else, in case there is a detail that she would want to remember. A situational barrier for Lucy in this situation is that she might get frustrated from being unable to remember moments, and these details of treatment could confuse her even more, causing her a little more frustration. A broader perspective. Anterograde amnesia is portrayed very accurately in this movie because, through our own research, we found the symptoms of Lucy being almost the same symptoms of the mental disorder. There are very few things Lucy does not portray, like forgetting after a few minutes, but overall this movie is a very close example of how anterograde amnesia is in real life. Watching the movie and observing Lucy's disorder, it influences our understanding of the mental disorder just a little bit better than how it would by possibly just reading online about anterograde amnesia. Watching the movie gave us an insight to this disorder itself and knowing how to handle the disorder if we ever encountered it in a real-life situation or with a loved one. This movie also gave us a first-hand insight to how this disorder genuinely affects individuals, those surrounding, and those being affected. Thank you.